Would you please rise for the procession?
Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, today is our graduation, a passage, a completion, an inauguration. Today, we also pray for our tomorrow, as this graduation opens another door to another time. As you have been with us in the past, lead us now into the future. Give us a focus. Give us a calling from you, a calling to understand our purpose, and give us the courage to respond and step toward that purpose. In the words of your servant Timothy, we all know that Scripture is breathed out by God for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness, that the person of God may be competent and equipped for every good work. We have been equipped with knowledge to perform good works, so let our good works be your glory. Let this graduation be a blessing to all, and may this blessing follow us into our future. In Jesus' name, amen.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to Mulberry High School's 2019 commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to take a few moments to introduce our special guest. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Tonight, we are happy to have with us the Superintendent of Polk County Schools, Jacqueline Bird, Deputy Superintendent of Polk County Schools, John Hill, School Board Member District 3, the Honorable Sarah Fortney, School Board Member District 4, the Honorable Sarah Beth Reynolds, Regional Assistant Superintendent for High Schools, Tammy Dawson, Regional Assistant Superintendent for Middle Schools, Tracy Collins, Regional Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Schools, Michelle Townley, Regional Assistant Superintendent for School Improvement, Patricia Barnes, Senior Director for Federal Programs and Grants, Dr. Maria Longa, Senior Director for School Improvement, Yumini Barrier, Director of School Nutrition, Jenna Kaczmarski, Principal of Mulberry Middle School, Cynthia Cangelos, Principal of Kingsford Elementary School, Sue Becerra, Principal of Sykes Elementary School, Carrie Chapman, Florida House Representative, District 56, Melanie Bell, Former Principal of Mulberry High School, current Mayor of Mulberry, George Hatch, Vice Mayor of Mulberry, Colin Smith. Mulberry High School personnel on stage include Principal Michael Young, Assistant Principal Dr. LeSabre Patterson, Assistant Principal 2, Gian Monticelli, Assistant Principal 2, Melinda Dixon, Senior Sponsor Vanessa Sells, Senior Sponsor Assistant Michelle Bachmeyer, and I am Assistant Principal Lori Leverett, and I thank all of you for joining us. The class of 2019, along with the administration, faculty, and staff, are pleased that you have joined us for this once-in-a-lifetime event. Your graduate probably reminded you that air horns and other artificial noisemakers, while may be appropriate for the hat-throwing ceremony, are not appropriate for the graduation ceremony itself. So please do not embarrass your graduate by using these items before the appropriate time. We do, however, encourage you to cheer and applaud your favorite grad. In the past, we have found that artificial noisemakers used during the ceremony have often caused some parents to miss the moment that their child's name is being called, and that is why we are here. Also, we would like to remind you to please remain seated during the ceremony. A professional photographer will be below the stage to take pictures of all graduates receiving their diplomas. Due to the fact that we are inside, we will conclude our ceremony with a recessional in which graduates will file out to the hat-throwing ceremony location, the Avenue of Palms located on the north side of the building. Please allow faculty and graduates to recess, followed by family and friends. Mulberry High School, the school on the hill, is steeped in tradition. We take pride in conducting a formal graduation ceremony. Please help us maintain the dignity and integrity that this type of ceremony demands. Thank you for your presence and your cooperation. Graduates, as I say goodbye to you, I say this: life is about creating memories. So let's create a memory now, just for the class of 2019. Ready? Close your eyes. Raise your right hand. Place it on your left shoulder. Raise your left hand. Place it on your right shoulder. Don't peek. Squeeze tight. That is a hug from all of us to you. Carry it with you always, and always remember the positive memories that you make tonight, and reflect on the ones that you have made for the last 4 years. Go forth, 2019, and outshine. That will be your legacy. And now let us commence as we salute the winners of the class of 2019.
Students, graduates, families, friends, and distinguished guests, good afternoon. For over a century, Mulberry High School alumni have distinguished themselves in significant ways, and you will also follow in their footsteps. You too will join the ranks of entrepreneurs, inventors, politicians, artists, musicians, teachers, lawyers, doctors, leaders, and heroes. Every student here represents a story, a unique journey that has brought you to this ceremony today. These stories are all important. Each one holds value and works to create our collective story. Your stories are struggles against immense obstacles and extreme challenges. Let me share Rodolfo's story. During his freshman year, Rudy's home spiraled out of control. His grades suffered throughout his high school career, where he was constantly catching up on credits. For the past 2 years, he's been living with his friends so he could have a place to sleep, shower, and eat. Several times, he wanted to give up on his education. He had little to no money to support himself or find transportation to school. He felt hopeless. However, others saw potential in him. With the support of Miss Rivera, his success coach, and Miss Edgecombe, his guidance counselor, Rudy persevered, was resilient, and triumphed. He plans to follow his family's example by pursuing a career in law enforcement. He's dedicating today's milestone to his uncle, Lakeland police officer Arnolfo Crispin, who was killed in the line of duty in 2011. Rudy, please stand. Please give Rudy a hand. Let me share Alexis's story. Since childhood, school became a daily safe haven for Alexis, as she experienced the instability while living in various shelters, hotels, and with numerous relatives. Yet she maintained stellar grades. During her freshman year, she was heavily involved with the volleyball team and other extracurricular activities. However, her life drastically changed the following year. Due to her father's declining health, Alexis became his full-time caregiver and was unable to attend to her studies. As a result, Alexis had to step away from school. She returned to Mulberry for her third year, but was severely behind on credits as she missed an entire academic term. But Alexis persevered. She doubled up on classes at Mulberry and Polk Virtual to stay on track for graduation. In 2018, she and her brothers moved in with a guardian, and after 10 years, she found a place to call home. Despite her personal obstacles, Alexis presents herself with humility and grace. She received 2 scholarships from the Polk Education Foundation, which will fund her education at Polk State College. She will be the first in her family to attend college. Alexis, will you please stand? Let me share Madison's story. Madison was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the very end of her 8th grade year. Madison would spend the summer and her entire 9th grade year at All Children's Hospital experiencing 8 brain surgeries, 36 radiation treatments. But Madison would not let that stop her from staying on track with her schoolwork. Through hospital homebound and Polk Virtual, Madison was able to persevere. She served as an FFA officer all 4 years and president this year. She was an early admission student with Polk State, and over her high school career completed 2,300 hours of community service. Madison never allowed a tumor to discourage her from meeting the high expectations she set for herself. Madison will attend Polk State College to study nursing in the fall. Madison, will you stand? Each of you has a story. Caitlin, Derek, Raquel, Sarah, Autumn, Mike, and I could name all of you, and all of your stories of perseverance and determination. From our first graduate, Brenda Alvarez Lagunas, to our last graduate, Nicholas Wayne Young, I love you. It's been my pleasure to serve you and your families for the past 7 years. But tonight, our paths separate. President John F. Kennedy said, "Things don't just happen. Things are made to happen." Seniors of the class of 2019, you made it happen. Tonight, before me sit students who used the resources at Mulberry High to build a bridge from their circumstance to their desired future. 143 of you have chosen to further your education at a college or university. 33 of you will attend a technical school. 57 will begin your careers, and 25 of you have enlisted in military service. The class of 2019 earned a total of $3.5 million in grants and scholarships. Commencement is not the end of your story. It only represents a mile marker in your journey. The determination and perseverance that you have used to get to this moment will serve you well on the remainder of your journey. Class of 2019, you are to fight the good fight. Find the race that you were destined and finish the race that you were created to run and win. As for me and the faculty and staff of Mulberry High School, we give you our blessing, and we ask for God's blessing on your future. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Adelante. Moving forward. Quien adelante no mira, atrás se queda. Who does not look forward stays behind. What does moving forward look like? What does moving forward mean to you, the class of 2019? I, Jacqueline Flores, the Salutatorian of Mulberry High School, propose that moving forward means to have perseverance, to have persistence, to wake up and to prepare for a new day, to have determination, to have a focus on our future. It seems like only yesterday we walked onto Mulberry High School's campus. We were shy, immature freshmen, schedules and maps in hand. We followed the Blue Panther paws to class. Little did we know that by following those blue tracks, we were moving headfirst into maturity, growth of knowledge, and our future. Sophomore year, we continued to move forward socially by finding groups of friends in which we had something in common. We joined teams, football, soccer, softball, baseball, volleyball, and a few joined more individualized sports. We joined clubs and organizations, Key Club, Adelante, FFA, FCA, ROTC, band, art, HOSA, chess, and fishing, just to name a few. Within our circle of friends, we became less shy, more mature, more involved. Now we were part of a pact, like-minded individuals who were looking ahead toward the future. Sophomore year also brought academic challenges, testing, and more testing. Testing that determined our continued steps forward. FSA writing, FSA reading, end of course exams, all needed to be passed and mastered in order for us to advance. By our junior year, things started getting serious. ACT and SAT testing were the norm. Pressure and stress were building through class ranks determined by one's GPA. Perhaps discovering where the future might lead, we started thinking of the path we wanted to take to continue moving forward, to advance toward our goals. College, military, vocational, workforce, the possibilities are endless. Junior year was also a time for fun, as our class spirit was growing and we were motivated because our senior year was in sight. And finally, it was here, our time. The class of 2019 had arrived. We were on top. We were the ones cheering the loudest at the pep rallies and at the games. We were not afraid to hold up our 3 fingers as homage to our alma mater. Winners are we. This is the motto that binds us as a family. Together, we celebrated collecting toys for tots. We provided for the local food banks with our school-wide canned food drives. We collected enormous amounts of clothing for our newly formed Panthers Closet. We spent countless hours motivating the next generation at the Boys and Girls Club. We moved forward by mentoring elementary students through Adelante's teen trendsetters. And we banded together to mourn the loss of classmates. Yes, winners are we, and we are proud of it. Senior year was fun, enjoyable, memorable in helping others, and realizing that the world is a bigger place. But in the back of our mind, we knew reality was near. We were constantly asked, so where are you going next year? Or what are you planning to study? The questions many of us tried hard to avoid because the reality of moving forward presented itself as a struggle, an unknown. We were unclear about what was to come. The future was ambiguous. Think about it. The last 4 months of our senior year, we were drowning in stress as we received news from our dream schools, as we completed applications for scholarships, and as we finalized our decisions to what the rest of our lives would hold. And here we are, ready to cross the stage, ready to move forward in the direction of our dreams. We cannot forget about those who have helped us onward. I would like to say thank you to the teachers. You have helped set our feet forward. I would like to say a special thank you to my counselor, Ms. Etchko, my mentors, Ms. Danny and Ms. Mindy, and to my wonderful family. Para mis padres, Irene Olmedo y Bernardo Flores, muchas gracias por tener paciencia conmigo, incluyendo las noches que me quedaba despierta hasta las 11 o 12 de la noche terminando una tarea. No hubiera llegado hasta aquí y los quiero mucho. Classmates, I want to take a moment to reiterate how extremely proud I am of each and every one of you. Some of you have overcome many obstacles in your journey of moving forward. Migrating from a different country, being raised by a single parent, being the first in your family to complete high school, being a member of a farm-working family such as myself. These obstacles and others have shaped us and given us the strength to complete high school, to advance, to move full speed ahead, and to continue to tackle whatever challenges life may present in our quest for the future. Adelante, moving forward. Quien adelante no mira, atrás se queda. Who does not look forward stays behind. Class of 2019, how will you move forward? Cautiously, timidly, slowly? No. When you hear that internal trumpet sound, the sound that will propel you forward, vas a aprovechar el día. You will seize the day. You will charge.
Care for some strawberries? You are probably wondering why I have these, and wondering if there is enough for all of you. There may not be enough, but you already have your own. These are not ordinary strawberries, they are jewels. This one represents sweat. This one represents dirt. This one, I think this is the blazing sun. Oh, and these are aches and pains. In other words, they are my motivators. I am motivated by the sweat that drips from my face under the beating sun. I am motivated by my mother's hands that are slowly losing feeling from years of arduous work in the dirt and fields. And I am motivated by the endless support that I have been given. My name is Brenda Alvarez Lagunas, and I stand before you honored to be the valedictorian of Mulberry Senior High School, class of 2019. My motivation is rooted in fields of strawberries, in the fields of blueberries, cucumbers, sweet potatoes. Yes, my motivation has been rooted in my migrant culture. I am a daughter of two farm workers who have worked tirelessly from sunup to sundown. As a young child, I remember being in the fields and watching my parents glazed in sweat and their clothes dripping wet as if it just rained on them. Despite the beaming sun and the body aches and pains, their smiles shone with every bucket of produce they carried. I remember picking crops with them after school or on the weekends, and even I, a young, energetic youth, could not always handle the aches and pains from bending over or the intense heat that embraced us. The moments I remember spending together as a family are stretched thin. As much as my parents wanted to provide their children with attention and care, they could not. Simply because they spent their lives in the fields. I was often left under the care of my older sister, and when the family welcomed two new siblings, the caretaker role became mine. My siblings and I did not have the materialistic things that other children had, and we still don't, but what I gained was far more valuable. Instead, my parents gave me special gifts. The gift of a strong work ethic, the gift of resilience, and the will to succeed. A phrase that always touched their lips was, "Tu única salida de este estilo de vida es a través de una educación." Your only way out of this lifestyle is through an education. This lifestyle encompassed homes that were run down, front doors that did not close, no windows, gaps between the floors and walls, but these were the places I called home. We shared the home with other families and were often greeted with unexpected guests. Mice, cockroaches, even slugs. Conditions worsened during my 7th grade year when my father was deported. We asked churches and family for aid, but before we knew it, we were swimming in an ocean of debt. The chance of being able to afford a post-secondary education grew slimmer. Current statistics say that I should not make it. I am from a single-parent household and will be the first in my family to graduate from high school. My parents were only able to obtain, thank you. My parents were only able to obtain a 4th grade education, and my older sister Maribel got pregnant and decided to drop out. I have seen firsthand the challenges of not having an education, which is why I use all of these adversities as motivators for myself. I share this with you in the hope that you realize that no matter what stereotypes or statistics are placed on you, you can overcome them. This has been my motivation. Now let's talk about yours. What motivates you? Your motivation may have stemmed from watching your parents take on 2 jobs just to make ends meet, or from growing up in an abusive household, or perhaps from giving up a part of your childhood to care for your younger siblings. Not all motivators include hardships. For some, the thought of a career is motivating enough. Others may dream of being the next NFL draftee. And still, others may simply be motivated by helping others. Although we do not all share the same struggles or motivators, we do share the same sentiments. That is why you and I are here today, graduating. I would like to commend each of you for persevering through your own struggles and for turning your adversities into opportunities, whether that be through a post-secondary education to advance your career choice, or by joining the military and devoting your lives to serving our country. Or maybe you have chosen to immediately enter the workforce and keep this country moving forward. Wherever we end up, Mulberry Senior High School has been our foundation, the common ground for our motivation. Thank you, teachers, paraeducators, guidance counselors, faculty members, and I would like to offer a special thank you to Miss Danny. If it were not for you, this would not have been my story. Lastly, I would like to thank my mother, Maria Lagunas, whom I hope to become at least half the person she is. Mamá, lo hicimos. Me ha enseñado que lo que ningún libro podría. Usted y papá siempre se disculpan por no haber podido hacer mucho por mí, por no haberme dado el estilo de vida que desearon. Pero aprovecho este momento para decirles que la vida que he recibido es la mejor que podría haber pedido. Mientras piscábamos los arándanos juntas, vi cómo movía sus manos, difícilmente agarrando la valla. Sus manos, tan hinchadas y apenas movibles, pero nunca se quejó. De hecho, aún así, usted llenó más cubetas que yo. De todos modos, verla luchar sin quejas es la misma actitud que siempre ha tenido. Es la que me enseñó. A pesar de las dificultades y los desafíos, debo seguir adelante. Aprendí a nunca dejar que las circunstancias definen mi resultado. Y para todos los padres que no pueden ayudar a sus hijos debido a la barrera del idioma, su hijo o hija es excepcional. Por eso hoy se gradúan. Ustedes hicieron lo que pudieron e hicieron mucho más de lo que creen. Sus sacrificios no son en vano. Esto es de parte de todos nosotros. Gracias por darme valores, por enseñarme a ser humilde y por darme la determinación para ser exitosa. No creo que lo exprese lo suficiente, pero aprecio todo lo que ha hecho. Estoy inspirada en su historia y estoy bendecida por tenerte como padre. Te quiero. Strawberries? This one represents the future for you, the class of 2019. And this one represents my future.
Seniors, please stand. Ms. Bird, I am proud to present to you the Mulberry High School class of 2019. Each student here has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Polk County School Board and the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma or a certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Polk County school system, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Polk County school system, and confer upon each of you all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Seniors, please be seated.
Brenda Alvarez Lagunas. Jacqueline Flores. Malena Stefania de la Torre. Jonathan Emil Acevedo Resto. Evelyn Alcala. Demetrius Jinquan Rasmussen. Rachel Ann Caldwell. Haley Renee Anderson. Emily K. Bowman. Angelica Kirkham. Allison Taylor Bowie. Joshua Patrick Fuentes. Hannah Lynn Criswell. Shannon Renee Gardella. Naomi Lopez Zapat. Madison Wayne Taylor. Elizabeth Caroline Santos. Cody Lloyd Crumley. Victoria Genevieve Wiseman. Lauren Brooke Williams. Maria Alejandra Morabel Cabrera. Mason Owen Brokaw. Brandon Lee Smith. Dave Davison Agard, Jr. Leslie Espinal Abreu. Raphael David Espina Luke. Kali Nicholas Isaiah Deputy. Victoria Deanna Demetrician. Claire Marie Orr. Brandon Robert Lopez. Alyssa Lynn Rogers. Brandon Lee Engel. Caitlin Michelle Brockman. Kanaya Janae Gibson. Anthony Michael Kisfalusi, Jr. Morgan Sheila Kelly. Jennifer Pena Munoz. Madison Brooke Barnett. Angela Yasmin Hester Williams. Michelle Piedraíta Torres. Brenda Garcia Pineda. Alexis Jordan Ziegler. Shane Barrick Woods. Nicole Alexandria Waller. Dominique Maurice Johnson, Jr. Alexander Jordan Garapi. Eric Connor Lansdale. Logan Lord Barden. Tara Rose Farrell. David Rosindo. Zachary Matthew Larimer. Destiny Lynn Cobb. Mario Pineda. Autumn Haley Baez. Kaylee Nicole Evans. Victoria de Los Angeles Barba Mejia. Esmeralda Velasco Cruz. Judith Flores. Raquel Yolanda Munoz. BJ Jimenez Alaman. Alma Flor Chavez Martinez. Angel Mercedes Mazariegos. Kyle Preston Kirk.
Haley Sky Peters. María del Carmen Martínez. Lorraine Delise Marrero Aquino. Eliseo Daniel Martínez. Bradley Edward Warren Gardenier. Destiny Marie Potter. Seth Nico Swepenizer Campos. Philip Hong Lee. Olivia Taylor McCarthy. Kayla Tamara Tupper. Karina Sandoval Miranda. Zoe Renee Floyd. Antonio Mendoza. Jason Blake Cousin. José Manuel Andrade Nieves. Braxton Lucille Gilder. Harvey Cesar Perez. Anika Satrice Green. Tiariana Lachey Lumpkin. José Antonio Macedonio. Kale Marie Rosario. Oscar Daniel Soto Garcia. Brandon Alexander James May. Logan Micaiah Balestreri. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. Laken Mallory Muzzy. Carissa Kaylee Carpentier. Joel Rodriguez. Cassandra Lynn Ott. Valentín Marínez. Noah Allen Altland. Alexander Bartolo. Jessica Riquis Venegas. Michael Antonio Cruz. Angel Sonia Benarsi. Dylan Lee Jones. Cali Hortensia Cuevas. Brittany Hernandez. Carmen Rebecca Chacon. Isabel Delia Villanueva. Alondra Marie Ortiz Vasquez. Angel Miguel Rosario Bosch. Isaiah Malik Hudson. Cheyenne Brooke Vaughn. DeAndre James Cooperwood. Javier Nava Alvarez. Jacob Adam DeSantis. Malik Kishan Williams. Brittany Marie Ayers. Leroy Allen Albrecht Jr. Sandra Almaraz Olvera. Jennifer Alonso. María Consuelo Álvarez. Isaac Jordan Andrews. Samantha Brian Anspaugh. Andy Aviles. Brayston Raymond Baker. Brianna Marie Barber. John Stanley Bell III. Robert Kyle Bentley. Madison Elizabeth Berry. Derek Warren Brock. Aristotle Let Dwight Brookings III. Christopher Michael Brown. Rodolfo Buenavista Jr. Michael Anthony Eugene Burchick. Austin Hunter Canova. Kalen Carretzel. Stephen Paul Carew. Alexis Jade Carmack. Isaac Carmona. Brianna Jordan Carruthers. Abigail Castizo Guillermo. Cassandra Castro. Alexander James Cheney. Zariel Aquarius Cook. Alyssa Diane Cundiff. Logan Thomas Dale. Quadri Rashard Daniels. Delaja Dariana Davis. Janet Diaz. Jimmy Lee Dorsey Jr. Mackay Sharon Easterling. Ryan Sidney Eisenfeld. Jessica Marie Ellis. Aaron Raul Lopez. Flores. Corbin Blake Floyd. Nathaniel Alexander Foster. Jalen Elijah Matisse Freeman Ross. Bailey Marie Gandhi.
Juliana Garcia. Martin Garcia. Christian Alexander Gardella. Christopher Tyler Gardner. Seth David Gianosa. Justin Scott Godwin. Justin Antonio Garcia Gonzalez, excuse me. Tanya Gonzalez. Giselle Gonzalez Gill. Tracy Elizabeth Marie Green. Israel Gillen. Andreas Guillermo Gonzalez. Isaiah Alif Ginyard. Gabriela Gutierrez. Accepting posthumously for Chad Tyler Hall, his brother Austin Wilsman. Kyler Ashton Hall. Christopher Matthew Hamrick. Michaela Kathleen Hart. James Timothy Helfrich. Daisy Hernandez. Liana Michelle Hernandez. Jillian Nicole Hill. Austin Daniel Hitchcock. Taylor Iora Mae Holloway. Bailey Delynn Huffling. Luna A. Irazoki. Eduardo Isidro. Ricardo Isidro. Enrique Jimenez. Ciasia Shinice Jones. Quentin Sincere Julius. Amy Jean Key. Issa Abdel Fattah Khalife. Nicholas Francis Lafamboise. Courtney Lynn Lancaster. Brianna Lee Lanterman. Shania Hajane Lanterman. Octavio Lopez Hernandez. Chance. Nicholas Anthony Leonard. Octavio Lopez Hernandez. Armani Santiago Luna. Chance Wayne Marvin. Jeriana Elaine McKenzie. Serena Simone McPlatt. Gavin Robert Mead. Dylan James Meeks. Cesar Aristande Miranda Basilio. Michael Paul Monroe III. Marcelino Morales. Levi Mosley. Julia Elizabeth Mao. Nayeli Marielle Moya Cruz. John Ashton Mullis. Jalissa Yvonne Navarro. Daishla Marie Nieves Maldonado. Daniel Brian Ortiz. Edward Javier Osorio. Erica Perez. Mike Angel Perez. Sebastian Perez Jr. Alyssa Marie Pierce. Justice Jerome Pineda. Octaviano Presinda de Dios. Esteban Ramirez Anorve. Raquan Jaquez Pierre Randolph. Melissa Gabriela Rango. Jordan Deshawn Richards. Nayeli Rios. Rodrigo Rosales. Zaquan Zaire Rowe. Lisbeth Sanchez. Paola Francesca Sanchez Solis. Isabel Santana. Yesari Nicole Santiago Arroyo. Justin Scott Schlegel. Macy Morgan Sebastian. Alexis Victoria Scherer. Elizabeth Jane Sharp. James Demond Shell. Addison Renee Spriggs. Xavier Paul Stansel. Autumn Cheyenne Swinty. Luis Dionisio Tapia. Daryl LaWayne Taylor, Jr. Bio Dylan Trejo. Justin Allen Vanderhoff. Mark Anthony Vega Nieves. Cody Michael Walker. Summer Rain Whiter. Alexander Michael White. Nicholas Michael Whitener. Deasia Nicole Williams. Thaddeus Martin Ignacio. Kaylin Elizabeth Young. Nicholas Wayne Young.
And Ms. Leverett, we have one more recognition this evening. As you may know, this is Ms. Leverett's 35th year at Mulberry High School, not including her 4 years as a student. So we would like to recognize her with a second diploma for her distinguished years of service at Mulberry High School. To Lori Lee Leverett. Congratulations.
Took me 35 years to get the second one. I'll put this with the first one. Thank you, Mulberry High School. Thank you, Mulberry community. I appreciate that. I'd like to make a small announcement before we continue with the program. We do realize that one page in the program was double printed and another page was left out. They will be reprinted. You can call the school and find out when they will be available for pickup, and they'll be at the front counter in the main office. But make sure you call first because you have to give us time to reprint. So we are happy to do that for you. At this time, graduates, please stand. Class of 2019, the ritual of turning the tassel signifies you are a graduate. As a class, place your right hand on your tassel, and at this time, turn it to the left of your mortarboard. I now pronounce you Mulberry High School graduates and Mulberry High School alumni. Would everyone please rise for the Alma Mater, which includes the teachers' recessional.